All right, we're going to get started here in about 10-ish or so minutes just to give people time to get into the stream. Okay. That is definitely not as good as it does. Move that just a little closer. Okay. 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 That's better. That's a lot better. Okay. Before I do introductions, I'm just going to say this right out of the gate. If you are under the age of 21, please go watch something else. Welcome to what I'm calling Grumpy After Dark. Not every Monday, but on these Monday streams, I'm basically talking about whatever. Like, something comes to mind, and if I want to talk about it, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, now we can actually do the intro. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grumpy After Dark. I am your host, CJ Baker. You guys are in for a treat today. As you can see, set up just a little bit differently. Yeah. This is a little bit of a different setup. I will admit, I'm a bit nervous. Now, I would love to do multiple episodes. However, the reason why I'm nervous of doing this stream right now, and I honestly am a bit nervous. YouTube, please be gentle. Don't yell at me. This is commentary. This is fair use. It's transformative because I'm going to make this entertaining and a few other little tidbits and things because I'm definitely going to be commentating over a lot for the most part. Sorry, I'm prepared to sweat my ass off to entertain you, the audience. And that is exactly what I'm here to do. What I am here to do, hopefully, today. If you could not tell already by the title of this stream, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Care Bears Sports Fan Drinking Game. Thankfully, this drinking game is very, very, very self-explanatory. I'm going to do one thing real quick because I do want to show you guys something. If this is something that you want to do and you like Care Bears, save this video if you can. Because I'm going to do something really, really quickly. I got to show you guys something. Make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see. That's that. This is a list of all the episodes from the Nelvana series of Care Bears. And if you're not familiar which Care Bears cartoon that one is, the better one. But I digress. This is the list, because I went through every episode of the show. Now, Champ Bear, at least in the Nelvana series, voiced by Susan Roman. Susan Roman, she is a treasure. She is a national treasure when it comes to voice acting and animation work. Now, her character, at least in the Nelvana series, it got, at least in the second and third season, it started in the second, but it goes overboard. Most of these, you'll notice, are like second season, third season episodes. Her character, Champ Bear, says the phrase sports fan. And Champ Bear says it a lot. And he says it so much that I made this drinking game to help calm your nerves. to have a little bit of fun, entertaining, to make this exciting. And the rules are very simple. I've got my shot glass. I've got my R&R whiskey. I've even got my signature Champ Bear plushie for the occasion. So we're good to go. And it is literally as self-explanatory as it is. You take a shot every single time Champ Bear, that's him, says the phrase sports fan or sports fans with an S. And he says it a lot. And if you're wondering what the doubles are, and yes, this is every episode that the word sports fan or sports fans is said, and how many times he says it in the episode. The double, because there's only 2 episodes. The double shot, which is 2 shots, you take a drink when any character that's not Champ Bear says it. When they say the word sports fan or sports fans with an S. Doesn't matter if it's just sports fan or sports fans, you take a shot. I am in the comfort of my own home. I want to state for the record that I am in a very, very safe environment. I am drinking responsibly. I am over the age of 21. I am of legal drinking age. If you do play this game, depending on your tolerance, you can do whiskey, you can do liqueur, you could do vodka. If you're a lightweight, you can even break open a couple of cold ones with the boys. You could do that too. Doesn't matter. As long as you're drinking and you're having fun and you're responsible and you're self-aware and you're not blackout drunk or to the point where you don't remember shit. Please drink responsibly. But with that out of the gate, I also should state for the record that a lot of these like, you can find this series on YouTube. You can find episodes of this on YouTube. However, what I'm doing today to make this as transformative and as, I guess, fair use, maybe I'm a little bit confused with it, and I apologize, but for the sake of authenticity, and for the sake of me not just going to the Care Bears YouTube channel and finding the episode, which, by the way, you can actually find a lot of the Atlanta series episodes on the Care Bears YouTube channel. So for the sake of argument, I am going to be playing this particular episode, and unfortunately, it is just the one episode. I know, I apologize. I wanted to do 3, I wanted to do more, but unfortunately, showcase. I just want to give you a little bit of a sample as to what this drinking game is all about. And for the sake of not having to just go on YouTube and watch it, I have a physical copy of the original DVD set of the Atlanta series, the original series collection. I already got the disc in the Xbox. I already got the episode highlighted. So, for the sake of authenticity, I'm physical. I'm doing this physically because I'm not gonna cheat. I'm not gonna cheat the system. Gotta at least, like, I just feel that if you actually have the physical piece of media itself, yeah, it's still bad because it's still copyrighted material, but at least it's not blatantly illegal. I don't know. Please don't yell at me, YouTube, please. I just want to have fun. That's all this is. I just want to have some fun. I just want to have some fun tonight. Just a little bit. Because I know I'm only doing 1 episode, but I do have something else in mind. And it's going to be some gaming stuff. And I won't say anything with the gaming yet until after. But, yeah, I don't think there's really anything else to say. Obviously, I apologize for my very shitty handwriting. Hopefully you can read it. Hopefully. Like I said, the list that you're seeing on screen right now. Okay, I'm pointing the right way. Yeah, the list you're seeing on screen right now. That is all of the episodes that Champ Bear says the phrase sports fan or sports fans and how many times he says it. And like I said, all of these episodes are available on the official Care Bears YouTube channel. I wish I was joking, but no. All of these episodes, I'm pretty sure all of these episodes are available to watch on YouTube. But for the sake of authenticity, I'm playing from a physical copy of the DVD set. Before I do start, I am going to do one thing because this is Grumpy After Dark. Like I said before, all these streams are at least 18 plus, but Grumpy After Dark, at least this time around, definitely. If you're under 21, please go watch something else. Now, if you're under 21, but you're at least 18, view at your own discretion. Oh, and the best part, even though it is a drinking game, you don't have to drink alcohol. You can substitute it with anything, really. I've got some milk in the fridge. I could substitute and do shots of milk. You could be really, really sober and, I don't know, shots of water. Or soda even. Energy drink, tea. Everybody likes a good spot of tea every so often. Anything that you can consume as a liquid. Hell, if you want to do espresso shots, you can do espresso shots. But for the sake of authenticity, welcome, Skillet fan. Don't worry, I know you, but I'm not gonna say your real name because others are watching. This is the internet. Got to be a little bit careful. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Yeah, if you have kids in the room or anybody in the room that is under 18, please either put headphones in or scoot them out of the room just for a little bit. Now, I know. A grown man wearing a Care Bear onesie, watching a Care Bears episode, and getting a little bit buzzed off of it. I know it doesn't sound... what's the word I'm thinking of? It doesn't sound finesse, but this is Grumpy After Dark. I'm going to stream whatever the fuck I want. Yeah, this is Grumpy After Dark. The filter's off. Obviously, still got to be careful because YouTube's policies and stuff, but the filter's off. I don't have to, try to be a bit careful. And I know I didn't script my intro. I'm planning on writing a bit of an intro script, to at least basically know what to say for the streams. I'm definitely going to have that done by this Saturday. What I am going to do really, really quickly out of the gate is I am going to pour a complimentary shot really, really quickly. That came out a little bit too quickly. Spilled some in my hand. Thankfully, the onesie's okay. Didn't get her down there. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna definitely try to make sure that they're prepped as much as I can. I will say this. This is not a do not do all of these episodes in one. Please don't do all episodes in one sitting. If you're going to do all episodes, beer and beer only. That is not a recommendation. I am telling you, beer and beer only. If you're going to do all of these episodes in one long sitting. Because I promise you, if you do it with anything else, you're either going to be 6 feet under, or best case scenario, at least in a hospital, probably in a coma. Please don't overdo it. Please drink responsibly. I cannot stress that enough. because I don't want to be responsible for anybody doing any stupid shit to themselves because they got a little bit too drunk. I'm in my apartment. I am in a very safe place. I have no plans on going anywhere else for the rest of the night because I got everything that I need here at home. I even have leftovers in the fridge because I made some taco meat, and I got some like beef and cheese burritos too. I'm probably gonna actually make some. I'm gonna actually make some of those after the stream. But yeah. Other than that, I'm going to start off with a toast. A complimentary toast. And yes, I have the soda because I don't like drinking the whiskey too straight because I get drunk a little bit. I get buzzed a little bit too quickly. And besides, it washes out the bad taste in your mouth. I know I could have just made a mixed drink, but no. Just shot, chase it, shot, chase it, shot, chase it, shot, chase it. And it's all good. It's cheap, but it's effective, and it gets you drunk at a very small cost. But in all seriousness, though, I'm going to throw this up. As a serious note, though, a toast. I want to thank everybody for tuning into my streams. You guys are awesome. I'm going to be continuing to be doing this stuff. And complimentary shot for the start of the Care Bears Sports Fan drinking game. Like I said, I want to do a lot of episodes, but unfortunately I'm only going to do one because I fear that if I do more than one, it's going to be bad news for me. And I'm hoping we're not going to do that. It's very useful. I'm going to be commentating over the episode. Maybe talking about some stuff a little bit. Maybe just kind of give some overall thoughts on what I think of the series. Maybe a few things I point out in the episode, because the episode we're watching is also pretty good. So, a complimentary shot to those. Seriously, thank you for tuning into these streams. And as that one guy says, Doga Ryan, Daiboja. Like I said, I'm a little bit nervous. Just a little bit. Because I don't know how this is going to play out. I don't know if it's going to be one of those things where all of a sudden I'm going to not be streaming. And it's going to give me like a little notification saying, oh, well, YouTube is recognizing you're using copyrighted material, so we shut your stream down. Transformative and fair use. I'm going to be keeping the mic on the whole time and commentating. It's a commentary, so that means it's fair use. It's like a lot of those people who react to videos. It's providing commentary. It's fair use. As long as you're actually providing enough commentary to where, it's not going to raise any red flags, and you're good. Then you're good. And that's exactly what I'm doing today. Ready? I know it's a small, cramped space. I know this might also be a little bit weird. Carefully. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, I know, weird. I gotta put headphones on to watch a Care Bears episode, but please bear with me. Oh, yeah. I suppose I should, get that on, and I'm going to be relocating, oh, sorry, I'm saying it like a twat, relocating the come on, right over here in the corner. Now, I'm obviously doing that for fair use reasons. So, yes, I am purposefully blocking part of the episode itself. But like I said, you can this episode that we're watching, which uh episode is called The Magic Lamp. And yes, like I said, you can find most of the series on the official Care Bears YouTube channel. I know there's a few other channels upload like the rest of the episodes. But thankfully, practically all of the Sports Fan Drinking Game episodes are on YouTube. So if the full episodes are uncut or allowed to be up on the tubal, then what's the harm in commentating? All right. Just making sure this is all set up here. And like I said, it's just one episode. I apologize. I wanted to do more, but I'm already treading on very, very thin ice as it is. So okay, enough of the stalling, enough of the stagger, and oh yeah, I am gonna say one last thing real quick before I start. I know I keep fucking delaying. It. I'm sorry. Fuck, I forgot what it was now. Damn it, I forgot what it was. It'll come to me. It'll come to me, but no, like I said, this is the Care Bears Sports Fan Drinking Game. Ready? Because I sure as heck am not. Everything's unmuted and everything. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, go. But I will say right out of the gate, I do love this show. I will admit, I think out of all the Care Bears cartoons, I would easily consider the Nelvana series as the best one. Hands down, no fucking comparison. Absolutely not. Oh yeah, there's even another separate drinking game that I thought of. Because there's a lot of episodes where it's, and I swear this is a structure. Grams Bear has a story to tell. Hug says, oh, goody, goody, gosh, a story. And it's a theme because there's a lot of episodes where that's how the structure of the episode starts. And that's a drinking game in its own, and there's a lot of episodes of that you can do too. Yeah, take a shot every time Grams Bear has a story to tell, and one of the cubs follows it up with, oh, goody, goody, gosh. Like that. This story takes place a long, long time ago. And yeah, there's a lot of episodes that start the same way, so you do what you get. You get what you get. Bad Gag was a poor city, ruled by an evil queen. She lived in a huge, dark castle. Also, I will give the Nelvana series this, too, is that even though it's a Saturday morning cartoon from the 80s, it's actually really good animation, even though it's cheap animation from the 80s. Like, it's not Disney's Saturday morning cartoon quality, but it's pretty good. And trust me, there's some frames. There are frames in this show. It's hilarious.
So, that leaves me out. Search my kingdom. Find one who is pure of heart to bring me the magic lamp. But your shriekiness,
With John Stocker, too, is basically, again, treasure. An absolute treasure. Well, sounds like you need a lesson from Aladdin.
Set off to search the entire city for someone that was pure of heart. He looked high.
Either him or the genie. Either way, Jasmine sure ain't probably gonna help. Or hell, maybe talk to Jasmine. Who knows? Ah, there he is! Our boy! There's our boy!
Thank you, Mr. Ropemaker.
You're quite welcome, sports fan.
Ah, take a drink! Oh, sorry, take a shot.
My hero.
It was nothing.
Mr. Ropemaker, you're the nicest person in the whole wide world.
Thanks, sports fan.
Ah, take another shot.
That rope maker must be the one I'm looking for. Yuck. Anyone that nice has to be pure of heart.
You probably noticed in the list there's one episode
There you go, sports fan.
Ah, take another shot.
You're the captain of the Queen's Guard, aren't you?
Why, yes. You've obviously heard about me.
No, I recognize the uniform.
Ooh, and who are you?
Just a poor rope maker at your service.
Yeah, and you're getting my gold coins because I keep giving them to you because I need your okay for me to get the drinks so I can drink to your ass. Don't worry, he only says it 6 times in this episode.
I sure did.
And that was half of them.
Behold, one who is pure in heart. The rope.
This is technically a hard episode when it comes to drinks.
You must bring me the magic lamp.
Magic lamp?
With the magic of the lamp, I can
Rule the world.
Of course.
I can give the poor people of my queendom everything they need.
I don't know what it is with some of these animations, but why does Champ look so cute?
Sure need help. All right, sports fan.
Ah, take a shot.
You're on. I'm up for the game. Let's do it.
Marvelous! Captain, take the rope maker to the dragon's cave.
Come on.
Dragon's Cave. Time out.
He's only a little dragon. Small flames.
With you, Champ, we're not tapping to anything.
Any dragon. Let's get this game started. Are you sure you wouldn't rather ride up here, sports fan?
Ah, take another shot.
The use. Look, the dragon's cave. Stop. The dragon.
Ha! He doesn't scare me. Maybe I'll just sneak in. Once the queen has the magic lamp, all the people in Bad Bag will be happy. Wow! There's the lamp! No
Well, that was quick.
This is gonna be easier than I thought. Hello, sports fan.
Ah, take another shot. Kind of cool to use a sweatband as like a little parachute. That's awesome. And thankfully that was the last shot for this episode, so at this point it's just
Be a way to slow this.
the rest. Yes, I went through every episode and counted. That last one was 6. Did I forget to mention this is technically a hard episode when it comes to the sports fan drinking game?
Alright, what a play, Yahoo! Now, help the poor.
Actually, this is the second hardest episode.
I can't leave you tied up like that. Just remember, I won the lamp fair and square.
So if you can handle your liquor.
The magic
There you
lamp is truly yours to take, rope maker.
Huh?
By carrying that extra little bit and letting me go, you have indeed proven yourself to be pure of heart.
Hey!
So, I know we have Dark Heart. But what else can we call him? I know it's not Stan.
Did you get the lamp?
Of course.
Give me that. It's mine. It's mine. At last.
Maybe it's that blue dragon from Dragon Tales. I forget his name.
Gag happy, right?
Maybe it's that blue dragon from Dragon Tales.
That's what you,
Maybe.
Captain.
Yay! Gotcha!
This is not good sportsmanship.
He only said sportsmanship.
I shall rule the
There's a lot of weird sports puns that he says.
world. I wish
But
for
thankfully, it wasn't sports fan.
people of
So don't drink.
Bag even more miserable.
You can't mean that.
Ooh, yes, he can.
Hey! It's that one dragon again.
Make my subjects
Drak. Maybe that's his name.
miserable. Okay? But if you're busy, later's okay.
I can only grant the wishes of he who is pure of heart. And the only one here who is pure of heart is
The plot.
the rope maker.
No, it's the plot.
Hey, 3 cheers for Mr.
Because
Dragon.
he's the main character.
I'm merely returning that extra bit of caring that you showed me.
You can't do this. I'm queen of Bad Gang.
Not anymore. Alakapoof. And what shall I do with these two? Oh, king of bad gag.
I don't know. Al Capoof.
Wanted to make everyone miserable.
Get rid of their douche. I don't know.
Make
I don't know.
Everyone happy.
Alakapoof.
And so the people of Bad Gag prospered under their new king, the rope maker, and his magic lamp. Finally, there was happiness and laughter throughout the land.
And he spent the rest of his days playing his flute in anticipation for the successor that would never come.
Kiss up and keep dancing.
As far as we're aware of, because that's the end of the story.
That was a great story.
Happily ever after? With a question mark? Maybe, possibly.
Do you remember how the rope maker showed the dragon he cared that little bit extra?
I don't know.
Untied the dragon and set him free.
But at least the lessons throughout the show are really, 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 really good. I can't complain.
Bird knows just how much you really care.
Because, you know, sharing is caring, even if you gotta tell them to fuck off. Excuse me. So that episode was the second hardest episode of the Care Bear Sports Fan Drinking Game. The one I really, really, really fucking hate the most is No Business Like Snow Business. I will admit, it's actually not that bad of an episode on its own, because Grumpy is just And the No Business Like Snow Business. Grumpy is just chef's kiss. However, it's the hardest episode because Champ Bear himself says sports fan 9 times. Thankfully, it's a 22-minute episode. But he says it 9 times and the kid says it once. In the episode, Danny, the kid that Champ is helping out in the episode, I won't go into any more than that. What? Watch the episode on YouTube. It's on YouTube. And you'll know what I mean. I say it's the hardest episode because, yeah, can you handle, average-wise, doing a shot every 2 minutes? 11 shots in 22 minutes. Let me put it to you this way. If you are sober and you're not a lightweight, but you have a little bit of a tolerance, that episode alone is going to get you drunk. That episode's going to get you drunk. You see, that episode, No Business Like Snow Business, is for the alcoholic within. If you can handle doing a shot, doing a shot every 2 minutes on average, good for you. I'm already buzzed right now. Yeah, I'm already buzzed after that one episode. So if you ever wanted to get buzzed, and if you wanted to play a drinking game, the Magic Lamp episode from the Nelvana series of Care Bears, take a shot every time Champ Bear says the phrase sports fan or sports fans with an S. I have to emphasize that because even if I was sober, I will admit that my mind, whenever it comes to me talking, has always run 1,000,000 miles a minute. And the big thing, it's like, slow down. Slow down, Baker. Slow down, Speed Racer. You know? I would, like I said, I would do another episode, but I think one's enough. One is enough. And if it does get copyright claimed, like, I don't care if it mutes the audio. You're gonna miss my commentary, but you'll see me taking shots, so you'll know when to take a shot. But then again, I've already explained the rules. I've shown what I've shown in the beginning. Like I said, please take the time to note all of the episodes. If you, and I will say, this was the original idea by me. This is my original idea. The funny thing is, I actually came up with this idea a few years ago. A couple of years ago, I should say, like about 2-3 years ago. And with the social media I was using, because I used to use Amino. I still have an Amino, but I don't post anything on there. That's why when it comes to, if you want to check out anything with moi, the best way to do it, because I don't have Facebook, would be Tumblr. Now, I will admit, I'm not a big fan of Tumblr, but I use it because I didn't want to deal with Facebook. I didn't want to deal with Facebook. And because this is Grumpy After Dark, I will say the reasons. Because at the time, now I deleted my Facebook. Well, okay, let me try to catch up to speed. Okay. I will admit, I'm one of those people where, yeah, I don't think children, minors, at least under 16, should not be using social media. However, I will admit, yes, and I'll be honest here, I've actually been on Facebook since I was like 9, 10 years old. I mean, because, well, back then you could just lie about your age like everybody does. But I have a good excuse. I actually have a good excuse. I know I was way too young to be on Facebook, but I had a reason why. And this was my reason. And this was still my reason why I only signed up for Facebook. I wanted to play the Facebook games. I wanted to play games like, and I know there's probably going to be some of you that are going to be like, oh, Farmville, Frontierville, Yoville, Backyard Monsters, Mafia City, Restaurant City. I mean, Jesus Christ. Farkle. Does anybody remember Farkle? Because I remember Farkle. Farkle was awesome. Farkle was the shit. See, I wanted to join Facebook because my mom would always be on the computer and she'd be playing her Facebook games. And at the time, yeah, I wanted to join in on the fun because, like I said, I didn't join Facebook for the social media purposes. Now, keep in mind, this was like 2009, 2010. Okay, I take that back. This was like around 2009, 2010. So I was about 10 years old. Yeah, I joined Facebook when I was 10. And I only joined because I wanted to play the Facebook games. I did not join for the intended purpose of social media. I only wanted to join because of the Facebook games. And I had fun. Obviously, I got rid of my Facebook. I got rid of that in 2021, I believe. Actually, I have my phone with me, and I can go back. Because if you go to my channel, CJ Baker, you just click on my face, or you click on my name. Go to the channel. You can sort through, and I would say sort through the oldest pops up first, and then very slightly scroll down, so you don't have to go from newest and then really have to scroll down. There was, I don't know if, actually, I just want to know right now. I don't even know if it's still on Facebook. Because I really want to know. So, because I remember at the time, it's like, I did a stream on Facebook. At the time, I did a Facebook live stream called Farewell to Facebook. And that was like the last thing that I really did on Facebook before I deleted it. And I'm going to tell you the reason. I deleted it because I think, personally, as an American citizen, that it was bullshit to censor people from spreading, at the time, what was known as COVID misinformation, disinformation. And there were some things that I liked, and there were some things that I shared that other people had posted that was, sticking it to COVID. I'm not flipping off you, the audience. I'm just sticking it to COVID-19, just sticking it to that. And I didn't like it. I didn't like what Facebook was doing. And I thought, okay, that combined with the active effort of censoring a lot of middle-of-the-road, conservative, Republican-esque kind of content. Look, I don't like the censorship. That stuff is bullshit. Look, the left can promote trans rights, and the right can promote have faith in Jesus. I want to see both. Because I don't care what you post. Sure, I don't like one thing more than the other, but so does a lot of other fucking people. And I don't care. Okay, I don't. Look, I am not going to make these streams political. I refuse to do that because I know that just sets the standard of what my audience is supposed to be. Look, I don't care what you believe. You want to be a far right-wing extremist, but at the same time you kind of like some stuff like this. Okay, great, no problem. You want to be a far radical leftist Democrat that wants to push trans into kids and wants to push all this other weird woke shit. Look, you can put that shit aside because if you like the content that I post, great. I don't care. If it entertains you personally on your own time, that's great. That's fine. I don't want to care what you think. There's a lot of things that I could say that, yeah, there's things about people that I don't like what they think, but I'm not the only person that thinks this. There's a lot of other people. You see, I'm trying to be as middle, down the road as I can. I have my values. I believe my values, but I don't want to center that. But I apologize for the mini political rant. I made this stream. Where the fuck is it? It's here. Was Envision? Did I delete it? Okay. Nope. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Real time. I'm wrong. I did not save it. I have it saved somewhere, I think. I hope I do. But I had done a stream many, many years ago. Well, many years ago. I mean, 2021. And actually, it was 2021. I'm pretty sure. Because I wanted to get rid of Facebook. I wanted to get rid of it because I didn't like the censorship. I thought it was bullshit. I hated it. I don't like it. I don't want to like it. I think it's a case of, you know what? Let the social media sites do whatever the fuck they want to do. I vote with my mind. Now don't take that too seriously. I vote with my mind. I vote in my mind what I feel is best. Cause everybody's got their own thing. I don't care. Look, I just want to entertain, have fun. I'm gonna move stuff real quick. So let's redirect away from. And I'm gonna use this term appropriately because I know everybody is feeling the same way that I'm probably feeling right now. I'm gonna move away from the political bullshit, and I'm going to focus on something else that I came across last night. Actually, I came across this yesterday, and I'm pissed off because I didn't know. I'm pissed off because I didn't know it sooner. But for something where the cork was going to boil over, immediately fizzed right back down. Imagine a bottle of wine and you shake the fuck out of it. And it's about to fizz over and the cork is just going to pop just like that. But what if you were to watch footage of a cork, purposely being fizzed up and ready to the point where you can actually look at the bottle like it's ready to burst. Like you can see the cork very subtly, like there's movement inside the cork, like it wants to burst open. But what if I told you in the middle of that, as few milliseconds or seconds as one could see it. What if I paused it right before it bursted and then immediately reversed itself right back to just simmering like a normal bottle of wine should? What if I told you that my expressions were like that yesterday when moi found out something very, very, very awesome. Pure Nostalgia Part 2. Welcome to the next part of the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Please bear with me for a minute as I do some adjustments. Please bear with me. Please. Just bear with me for a minute. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen? You just bear with me for about the next 5 to 7 minutes. Just give me a little bit to readjust myself. And we're going to get into the rest of the stream. Because this isn't a Grumpy After Dark episode for nothing. You see, this is Grumpy After Dark, but with a stream twist. Meaning, I'm going to do things that are normal and expected throughout the stream. I have IRL stuff that I want to do, that I have to do, that I'm going to do. So please bear with me for the next 8 minutes. We're going to take a short break. Now, maybe this is something I'm going to do for the future streams. I don't know. As long as you, the audience, don't mind, I don't mind the short little 5-10 minute breaks. In this case, I would say we're taking a short recess, 10-minute break, and I will be right back. Oh, and before I leave for the next 10 minutes. Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just trying to set everything up real quick here just to make sure that my camera... Sorry, because I realized as I've looked back on some of these streams, I don't sound clear unless I'm right into the mic. And my apologies with that. Like I said, please bear with me. I'm just changing some stuff around. And I will be back 6:10. Right now it's 6:01 p.m. Oh, sorry, it just changed to 6:02 p.m. 6:10. I will be back, and we will continue the rest of Grumpy After Dark. Oh, and just in case, Skillet, yes, Mr. Krabs, I'm feeling it now. Sorry, one last mini interruption before I take a short break. This game right here. You see this game? You see it? At 6:10, I'm coming back and I'm going to talk about this. All right, Mike. All right, we're back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's better. All right. I need to talk about this game. Now, I honestly was going to last night pop up a random stream and give my initial first reactions. However, I'm not going to do that because I've already been playing this game for a bit. I'm just going to say this right out of the gate. Okay, look. This game, Fate. For those that do not know, Fate is it's a dungeon crawler RPG. It's another Diablo clone, just like Darkstone. This game, this game, you want to talk about nostalgia. Now, Darkstone is very nostalgic to me. But this game, oh, this game is nostalgic to the core. This is oh, excuse me. I blame the sports fan drinking game. This game is nostalgic to me to the core. For those that don't know, Fate is an RPG dungeon crawler Diablo clone game that was originally released in 2005. The franchise celebrates its 20th anniversary this year. And I'll tell the story. I was scrolling along my my Google feed, because I like to kind of just see, all right, what random bullshit articles or whatever is gonna pop up for me today, whatever, yada yada yada. Came across something with Xbox, and I thought, okay, I want to go back because, hey, for my own sake, it's because I wanted to check, because I didn't know if the original Xbox channel uploaded the trailer for Cameras to the Rescue or anything like that, and I was just scrolling just to see if they did. They didn't, but I did come across this Fate Reawakened. For those that are not aware, there are count them, 4 main games in the Fate series. There's the original Fate, not now Xbox, Fate Undiscovered Realms, Fate the Traitor Soul, and Fate the Cursed King. 4 Fate games. Now, I remember the first 3 when I was a kid growing up. And when I say when I was a kid, I'm talking about before I turned 13. Before I started to become really aware of a lot of things. And I remember growing up with the first 3 Fate games and stuff. And it was just, I would spend hours. I spent hours on this game. I ended up years later finally getting all 4 games for my Windows computer on Steam. Because unfortunately, Fate, well, it was originally meant for PC, but it was originally meant for Windows. Not Mac OS or Linux or any of that stuff. It was a Windows exclusive game. This game. I was going through the Xbox YouTube channel, and I stumbled across an announcement trailer for Fate Reawakened. And my first initial reaction was, oh, is this going to be the 5th game of the Fate series? Is this gonna be the next? I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. I swear I don't have a stutter. I've never been diagnosed with one. I swear I don't have one. But is this game another sequel? That's what I thought. It's a short 30-second video. I watched it, and I was absolutely mesmerized, blown away, speechless, however you want to define it. And I was thinking before I started the stream, I gotta show off this game. I gotta show this game off. This is Fate Reawakened. It's a remaster of the game, of this is where it gets good. Ooh. So the original people who made this game, the company is called Wild Tangent. And now, I played a lot of their games when I was a kid, too, myself. I'm familiar with Wild Tangent because it's like, look, they're... For me, when it comes to something new and exciting that I love, there are specific names that stick out. Wild Tangent is one of those games. Fate Reawakened is all 4 games. All 4 of them. And for the very first time, released on console. And I saw the trailer, and it said Xbox Series X. Now, I only have a regular Xbox One S. My console's like 8 years old. I don't have the fancy new stuff. I don't have fucking $500-600 to fork out. Now, I would like to get it for the sake of, you know, it runs the games better, better hardware, better software, better CPU and RAM, all the good computer stuff that you need to focus on if you really want a good computer that works. Now, when I was a little kid, and I'm talking about like 6, 7, 8 years old, the first Fate was the game that... The first Fate was what introduced me to the series. Like, again, like around 6, 7, 8 years old. Definitely at least like around 7 and 8. 7 and 8. And I was aware of the first game. Then there was the sequels. And I thought, wait, there's more? Woo! And there was Fate Undiscovered Realms and Fate the Traitor Soul. I didn't find out until my teenage years that there was Fate the Cursed King, and that came out in 2011. I wasn't even 13 at the time. And I did not know that they came out with another Fate. I thought it was just the first 3. And then they came out with the Cursed King, and it's like, oh, they actually kept the series going. When it comes to the computer I was using, I'll make it very simple. The first 2, Fate and Fate Undiscovered Realms, they ran fine. No problem whatsoever. Fate the Traitor Soul, it still ran fine, but I did notice that playing it, there was a little bit of lag, a little bit of slowdown at times. And then there's Fate the Cursed King, where when I played that on my computer, and believe me, my Microsoft computer is a mammoth. And I say a mammoth because I got the computer in 2013. Or was it 2012? Nope. I got it in 2013. And it had a hard time running the Cursed King. Like, the game just naturally was just slow frame rate. Not really that good. I couldn't really play it. However, I found about Fate Reawakened. They graphically overhauled. It's kind of like what they did with the Definitive Edition, but they didn't fuck it up as bad. The Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition. Just to emphasize, the Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition. But they didn't fuck it up as bad. They put all 4 games in one massive collection. Updated graphics, updated lighting. There's a bunch of other different things that they added. I will say out of the gate, for example, for the first Fate, they added, what the hell is it? They added, a lot of they added the stuff that was in the other games, but in the first game, with still the stripped down basicness of the first game. Which, okay, that's fine. At least it's more variety of items and stuff that you can collect from the original. Great. Phenomenal. Fantastic. My main issue, because when I watched the trailer, and and this was yesterday afternoon. This was yesterday afternoon. Best $26 I've spent. They ported this to console, as you can see, on the Xbox One. Now, obviously, it's more so designed for the Xbox Series consoles, but I don't have a Series console. But they made it available for the original Xbox consoles, and that's important. Because I was hoping that this wouldn't be like Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered, and that, oh, well, you have to have the Xbox Series consoles to play it. Yeah, well, I'm poor. I'm a poor boy that I can stream. I got the basics. It's not professional, but I don't care. I don't have the money to get the new console. And with some of the things I've been seeing that, well, Microsoft might go out the way that Sega did when it came to their consoles, and, well, there's the new stuff coming out and the next new console, and it's like, you buy a console brand new and it's good for like a decade, and then you just got to get the next one, and it's like, I want something to last a lifetime. You know, like PS2 games, or like any of the original PlayStations, or any like the GameCube or the original Xbox. Like, you can go back to it and play the stuff. But maybe I'm just rambling too much. I want to show this off, and I'm excited. However, there's one thing I have to do, and I have to mute the game for a second, because a couple of years, so years ago, back when I was doing Let's Plays, and I'm pretty sure this is at the time under the old Scratchy Records 198 name branding, I attempted a Let's Play of this game. Didn't really work out as well because of, I actually don't remember what it was specifically, but reasons I can't immediately describe right now. Not think of, oh no, I'm not giving a bullshit excuse, but for reasons I can't describe, because I don't really remember too much, I didn't do the streaming. I didn't continue with the Let's Play. Because I found out that the music for Fate is copyrighted. I don't know about this droning sound that you're hearing right now, but I do know that the music is copyrighted. And I found that out because that was when that was when I started to learn not just that moment, but like other things that like I really started to hone in more on. Okay, what is appropriate and what isn't appropriate for YouTube, and yada yada yada, and this and this and this. We're good. I gotta show this off, cause this game series is nostalgia to me. And the number one question I asked myself before I bought it, in the middle of purchasing it, after purchase, and playing this for the first time, I had to know, how in the fuck do you take a PC game from 2005 that was originally meant and designed for keyboard and mouse, and how the fuck do you put that in a controller? How do you take something that was exclusively keyboard and mouse, and how do you put it on console? I'm still learning it a little bit, but throughout my experience so far, and keep in mind, I literally bought this game like 24 hours ago. I'm blown away. Weirdly enough, I'm more blown away. I'm more blown away by the fact that they actually managed to take a keyboard and mouse game like Fate, and they ported it on the console. And the only thing I'm just thinking to myself is, okay, I gotta see how in the fuck they did that. Now, I can't play the opening music here because, funny enough, this opening music actually is copyrighted. It's a good piece of music, don't get me wrong, but... oh, copyrighted. But, obviously this is post settings. For those that are curious as to know what the settings look like originally, they originally look like this. It's a little bit darker, but I raised the brightness, because if a game looks like it's too dark to play, even at nighttime, and this is regardless of how good your sight is, then you definitely, then it's good to have the options. And I will give these guys credit. The people who made this game, the people who remastered this game, I will give them credit. This is probably one of the best remasters of a classic series I have ever seen yet. No joke. Like, this is like, we don't have to talk about the Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition. We don't have to talk about how shitty that was. I was blown away by this, because in my mind I thought, okay, how in the hell are they going to port this to console? How are they going to make this work? And I will give Wild Tangent, I will give the people who worked on this remaster credit. It looks really, 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 really good. For a game that originally came out in 2005, and it looks like this? I'm speechless. I'm flabbergasted. I can't help but showcase it. I'm going to make one little change real quick. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the music off, because believe it or not, actually the music in this game as a whole is copyrighted, but the sound effects and volumes aren't. Oh yeah, and it showed it earlier in like the main menu, but multi-language support. That's really good. You know, games that have that, like, I don't really care about it as long as it's in English, but it's very, very helpful. And now I need this. I gotta show this off because it's good. It is good. Yeah, like, I will give them credit. Oh. Okay, there. Now you guys can likely hear it. Yeah, and like I said, I was... Thank you for dying so I can talk. So, when it came to this game, I thought, okay, how the hell are they going to make the cursor controls work? Cursor control in the menu. What else? All the menus, they have this little cursor control. I did turn the sensitivity down because if you set it up too high, you breeze through certain items and you might accidentally hit something that you don't want to hit. Spell wheel. I think the spell wheel is really, really cool. Oh, yeah, that's also one bug. So, if you use the rage button when you have a charm spell active, it doesn't work. Unless you hit the Y button, actually does the attack, and then you can use it like normal. I don't know what it is, but that's the only major bug that I noticed in the in this game so far. At least with this remaster. But yeah, we got the map like normal. And yes, I created a my pet is a dog, but they're permanently this saber-toothed tiger, and yes, I named him Loyalheart because why not? Oh yeah, and then the weapon toggling thing. And I found this out too yesterday, that with weapon toggling, multiple different weapons that you can do. I mean, I got my sword and shield, and then the other one, bow and arrow. As good as it gets. Obviously, it's weird because I don't have enough strength with the bow equipped to have these items on. However, if you don't take them off, they are still effective. It's not like Dark Stone, where if you equipped a weapon and then say through some random luck, you end up under the requirements of what you need for your specific trait for that weapon, it just resets the damage to your basic fists. You can still keep the weapon equipped as long as you don't unequip it. However, in Fate, it's a bit different. It's broken, and I'm really hoping they don't fix this because this is a nice touch. Everything weapons-wise, it's all still active. Like, you increase your armor or whatever, increase your defense, it's all still active. Obviously, the only reason why it changes with the sword is because of extra stats and stuff. Now, at least for me, when I play Fate, and keep in mind, I'm, at least for now, am not doing a Let's Play of this game of any sorts. I just want to show this game off because this game came out back in March of this year. The announcement trailer came out in November. Now, I will admit, I didn't pay attention a lot. Because I don't really care, like, because most of the new games suck. It's like, look, unless you're remastering a classic or unless EA Games is going to release Need for Speed Underground, Underground 2, and Most Wanted and have updated graphics and put on modern consoles, which they should definitely do, by the way. Retain the original physics, but just update the graphics and make them look sexy. EA, if you're listening, we're waiting. You know, EA Games piss off everyone. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not right, but you're definitely not wrong. Because we're waiting. We want to remaster a Need for... I want to see a remaster. I want to see on Xbox One consoles. I want to see a re-release. It doesn't even have to be remastered. Just re-release it for modern consoles. Of, at the very least, Need for Speed Underground 2 and Need for Speed Most Wanted. The original 2005 game, not the shitty 2012 Criterion remake. And I call it shitty for a reason. I rented the 2012 version of Most Wanted from Family Video. For those that remember when Family Video used to be a thing. I rented it from there. And I am not joking when I say this. I wasted more time. Like, when it comes to my entire experience of the game, more time was put in the game installing on my PlayStation 3 rather than me playing the game itself. Because it's just a Burnout clone. Now, I don't mind the Burnout games, but when I think Need for Speed, I shouldn't be thinking Burnout. You know, the way the vehicles handle, the physics. I don't want to think Burnout. I want to think like Need for Speed. See, the mid-2000s Need for Speed, that is peak. Underground 2, Most Wanted, Carbon. Classics. If EA was smart, if Electronic Arts was smart, Underground, the Need for Speed Underground, the first one, Underground 2, and Most Wanted. We want to see remasters of that. And I know I'm not the only person that's thinking this. I know this. I know this for a fact. But enough about that. But enough with that rant. Yeah, like I said, I want to show off just a little bit with this game. I'm gonna get this level and quests done.
Trap has been sprung. You have sprung the trap.
But yeah, like I said, this game, you want to talk about nostalgia. This game's it.
The trap has been sprung.
Now, I will admit, there is a few things. Okay, I'm not going to actually take these completely off. But no, there is a few things about this game that I have some thoughts. The biggest one is I don't like the fact that you have to be literally hovered right over the item to pick it up. I like it on PC with the mouse that you can just go right to the item, highlight, and click it. And it will go accordingly. Like, that's just one... It's a petty complaint, but I swear, my complaints are just petty. They're very petty. The other thing... Again, very petty complaint is... The analog controls. They're great. They're great. But I will admit, it's a bit of a pain in the ass to get around stuff. It's not really as bad as the PC version, but it's okay. It's all good. Like I said, I'm not gonna make too big of a deal. I will admit my biggest complaint though is with the hotkey slots. These slots that you see in the middle, where I got those 3 healing charms and that mana potion, right in the middle there, right above my health and mana bar. That's the only biggest complaint. But then again, I'm not gonna complain because they had to make do with what they had. I know in the original game there were 6 slots. There were 6 hotkey slots. Not a big fan of the fact that it's only 4. Not a fan of the downgrade, but they had to make do with what they got. So I won't complain. I know another thing I will say about this game, probably my biggest complaint of this game, and honestly, this is just a complaint I've always had with the game overall, is the very pretentiously windy, windy, curvy, like way out of the way designs for these levels. Like, I swear, there are areas where you go down this long series of a corridor. Very, 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 very long. And at the very end, dead end. I swear, sometimes, like, over the years of playing this game, I have dealt with that stuff. I hate it. It's like, look, I'm already wasting time exploring this. Don't make me have to waste time to find out that it's just a dead end. It's like, ah. This is why the haste spell is important. This is why haste, as well as your movement speed in general, is important. As your character levels up, as they get more powerful, absolutely, sure. You don't have to worry about stamina at all. But with the haste spell, oh, it makes traveling around the levels such a breeze.
Trap has been sprung.
Yeah, the only way I could describe Fate, like the whole Fate series in a nutshell, is, and I think this is very appropriate to say, Diablo, but for kids. It's only a rated E10 plus game. It's basically just a kid-friendly version of Diablo. For example, if you die, you get 3 different options. It requires, like, it gives you a benefit in the sense that you're revived. However, there's a cost. Now, the cost can be gold, It could be a cost of experience points or fame points. Or it's a case of transporting you to a different level. In some cases, you back out to a level that you were at before. Or it punishes you and you delve a few levels deeper, because if you thought the level you were on was hard, well, just imagine being a few floors deeper and having it be just that much harder. And then having to figure out a way to get back to where you were. See, the game at least kind of rewards you by having unlimited continues.
The quest is completed.
Like, the game has unlimited continues, effectively, but at a cost. There's the hardcore mode in this game where 1 life, no continues. That's it. Now, like I said, I grew up playing this game. This game is nostalgia. And I will give this game credit. See, my biggest positive with this game is that it just runs so fucking smooth. It's smooth. Now, granted, I don't have a TV that's capable of 60 frames per second. And even if it was capable of 60 frames per second, it's not great. Because the TV I have is not the same as the TVs that a lot of other people have. Like, because there's a difference between 60 hertz and 120 hertz when it comes to TV. Because at 120 hertz, everything looks like 60 frames per second, regardless. And I'm not kidding. It's great. I don't know. I think it looks a bit cleaner. It looks a bit clearer.
You cannot carry anymore.
Yeah, I can. This is the benefit of my pet. Because my pet can just carry shit. Oh, there's no sound effect for that? Oh, really? Oh. I see. Oh, no, there's a sound. Okay. Yeah, okay. Send my pet to town.
Your pet has departed.
The only thing I noticed of my character that I have so far that I'm still trying to figure out is my attack rating, which is basically your percentage to hit. It's very, 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 very low. Meaning, I can't hit enemies worth of shit. But with spells like Dervish, right? Yeah, Dervish. Which is... You swing your sword like you're on crack. It doesn't matter how often you hit. It just matters how fast you hit. The other stuff comes part of the course later on. Whoa. Sorry about that.
You have sprung the trap.
And then, of course, there's our little narrator guy throughout a lot of things, and I will admit, he's not bad at first, but then it gets to a point where you know this game, and he just doesn't shut up. Yeah, also, if you're noticing some of these items I'm picking up, see, there's 3 different colors. I like how it's color-coded, too. It's all good. I'm just playing some Fate Reawakened. If you're not familiar with Fate, it's a dungeon crawler RPG. It's a Diablo clone from the mid-2000s, but it's a good Diablo clone. This game is nostalgic to me, very nostalgic, and it got ported to console for the very first time. I'm excited, because I'm still kind of sort of initially reacting to the game a bit with how exciting this game really can get and how awesome it is. Yeah, but like I said, there's 3 different colors. There's the purple items, which are your basic, generic, unidentified items. There's the teal colored items, and these items are special items. Very special items. This is, like, the purple is low tier unique. The teal is mid-tier unique. I'm going to switch weapons real quick. And then there's the gold highlighted items. The gold highlighted ones are the rarest of the rare. These items can be flat out ridiculous and stupid and just awful weapons. Or they become your standard weapon. They become your weapon that you choose throughout your entire adventure, however many levels you want to level up to. For my character, though, see, the one thing I want to find out, because I'm going to grind for this. So I'm only at level 18 right now. And like I said, I literally just started this game like 24 hours ago. In the first Fate on PC, the game had a level cap, meaning how much you could upgrade your character, because, well, cheats. There's cheats. Oh yeah, I heard that a lot of the cross-platform stuff has been happening too, which is really, really nice to see. Actually, this game, Fate Reawakened, is also available on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, obviously Xbox, and obviously Steam. And, well, PC in general. But like I said, I was saying is that there's a level cap, or at least the first game had a level cap, and I found this out because of cheat codes, which unfortunately for this there are no cheats. But then again, I also have all 4 of the Fate games on Steam, and I can't do cheat codes there either. So unless you have an original boxed copy of the game, you can do cheat codes. If you have the boxed copy of the game, you can do cheats, but if you have it on Steam or on console like I do, nope, can't do cheats. So I found out that the first game has a level cap. And that level cap is 99. The second game also had a level cap. And that level cap was at 199. With Fate the Traitor's Soul, that game removed the level cap, and it's basically limitless. I'm not going to say unlimited, but limitless. Yeah. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through the first game. I'm not going to start Undiscovered Realms at least until I hit level 100. Now, when it comes to the dungeons, throughout all the games, the dungeon number is, I think there's like a very specific number. I thought it was like 2 billion or something. but I'm pretty sure the dungeon number is basically it's limitless. And I want to get this. I want to see if at least within the first game, if I can get my character to level 100. Because I want to know, does the first game cap like the original, or did they basically take elements of the most recent Fate game, like some of the items that I have? Good example, the earrings. Now, in the original PC version of the game, you cannot equip earrings. You cannot equip back armor. That stuff was introduced in, I think the earrings were introduced in the second game, and the back armor was introduced in Trader Soul. But I'm only playing the first game, so it's all right here on the first game. Yeah, that's all good. Again, a lot of people have their preference. Again, I don't care if you play on Xbox or PlayStation, whatever. Like, I grew up with PlayStation, but I prefer Xbox nowadays. Like, my opinion's kind of shifted over the years. I would love to go back to PlayStation, no questions asked. However, I will go back to PlayStation when Sony ultimately decides, well, if we're going to release the PlayStation 6, what we have to do is, and here's the thing, I don't care if they have like a separate item that you have to buy for it. I don't really give a shit. But something that is, we're going to release the PlayStation 6 and we're going to let people play all the previous PlayStation generation games on the newest console. And here's the most important part. It works with the physical copies of the game. You see, I would love, I would love to pop in my copy of Need for Speed Underground 2 for the PlayStation 2 into the PlayStation 6, read the disc, and play the game as if I were to plug it into a PlayStation 2. See, that's what I want. See, that is what the gamers want. So for all these game companies, for all these console making companies with Microsoft and so, I hope you're listening, because you haven't been, and it's very clear why in the hell gamers are starting to rebel against your companies and rebel against the studios who make your games, because you're not giving us what we want. I don't care. See, we as gamers do not care. We don't give a fuck if you, the corporate heads at these companies, don't like the fact that we want to play our classic games that we have owned for X amount of years on the newest console, because we are sick and tired of spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on a brand new fucking console every like 5 years. Because, fine, we spend money on a new console every 5 or 6 years or something. Within a decade, that console is the previous generation console is obsolete. Can't use it for shit. That's what pisses me off with games. That's what pisses me off with modern gaming nowadays, is that what pisses me off is that it's designed on purpose to make you realize that unless you have the original hardware and the original copies of these games, you ain't going to enjoy what you want to enjoy. But that's not what gamers want. Gamers want to preserve the old stuff, carry it over to each new generation. And a lot of these companies, they're not giving us the games we want. Like I mentioned earlier, EA Games. You need to release Underground 2 and Most Wanted on modern consoles. I don't care if it's a remaster or a port. I would be happy with a port. Hell, let the port have a ton of bugs in it. I don't care. So what? If I can still beat the game, I can still beat the game. That's the point. Take note, guys, because at some point gamers are going to crack and they're going to stop buying your shit. I hope we're smart enough to actually stick it to you if you guys refuse to listen. I don't care how many months or years this shit keeps going on. It's going to get to a point where we're not going to buy your shit. Where's the vodka? Ah, you missed it. You missed it. It's at the start of the stream. If you go back about like 8, because I know there's some people who said that they can go back to the streams like the first 8 minutes in, first 8 to 10 minutes in. That was when I started. If you missed it, like I said, don't worry. I will address for the record, the streams, all these streams are archived. Grumpy After Dark will be archived. In fact, if you go to my channel, CJ Baker, and you go to the playlist tab, I also created a playlist not just for Grumpy's Gaming Garage, but I also created a playlist for all of the Grumpy After Dark streams. So if you ever wanted to check them out at a later date, click on my channel name, go to the playlist tab, and the playlists will be right there. I keep them updated, so don't worry. I always add it to the playlist before the stream starts, so I know. And other than that, I mean, that's the best way to watch this stuff. Or you can go back at the beginning of the stream. If you can't, well then I would say wait till the stream's over. But I promise you'll be able to go back to it. Don't worry. And also, I should emphasize for the record real quick, and I remember what I wanted to say earlier. I went back through all my videos, and I put timestamps in the description as to when the stream actually starts. Basically, it's the, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Grumpy's Gamer, blah, 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 blah. That, or at the very least, when I first start talking, when the webcam goes live, when the microphone goes live, when right before the first words come out of my mouth, timestamps are in the description of all of the past Grumpy's Gaming Garage episodes. And they will be put into this episode post-stream. It's post-editing I would have to do every time. Guaranteed will be up by at least the timestamps will be in the description within 24 hours after the stream. Guaranteed. Other than that, no, I'm just playing some Fate Reawakened. And I've been rambling too much. But, no, I've just been playing some Fate Reawakened. It's the remaster of all 4 Fate games that have come out since 2005.
Your pack is full.
And it's stunning. It's beautiful to see this game in such crisp, clean.
Your pet has returned.
In such crisp, clean, high quality. It really is good to see a game like this in such crisp, clean, high quality. Can't argue with it. Can't question with it. Nothing.
That is not possible.
I don't know what isn't, but it's possible now. Thankfully, haste gets me around a level a lot faster. But yeah, like I said, for this stream, I'm going to put timestamps in. Like, more in-depth timestamps. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to put timestamps in at the beginning, or at least timestamps in the description post-stream. This way then, like I said, you'll be able to pause the video, take the time to read all the episodes out for the Care Bear Sports Fan Drinking Game, as well as, you know, when everything starts and going from there. Again, I'm so sorry. Sorry you had to miss it. But like I said, I only did one episode because YouTube's a bit too insensitive with their copyright stuff. But I'm hoping that I did it fair use enough to where I shouldn't be yelled at too much. Like, hopefully the stream don't get taken down. But, where am I going here? Okay. But, like I said, it was only just one episode, just a brief showcase. Like I said, I would have loved to do multiple different episodes, but couldn't really do that because reasons. Obvious reasons.
You step into the portal.
And while it sucks, I don't know what else to tell you. Don't blame me. Blame the overlords. Like I said, it's just... I figured one episode to showcase. And I showed the list earlier. Like I said, don't forget to save this video. Like it, save it, however you got to do it to get the list of all the episodes. And like I said earlier, all of these Sports Fan Drinking Game episodes are available on the Care Bears YouTube channel. All the episodes that I've written down and showcased, yeah, all those can be found on their YouTube channel. So if you want to play the drinking game whenever, and you don't have a physical copy of episodes like I showed earlier, that's okay.
I've got deals nobody can touch.
Except for me, because I'm not going to touch your products because they suck. Sorry, I'm not going to touch your items. But the items I will touch are the gambling shop items.
What's life without a little risk?
I don't know what's life without risk, but I know that you can't have risk without life. If that makes sense, hopefully. I don't know. Oh. That's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's good. That's good. That's a good, that is a good shield. That's a very good shield. With these royal boots. Okay. More stamina, higher attack bonus, higher dexterity. I'll take these. I'm taking those. Yeah. Let's see what else can I get my hands on. Ooh, I could put, no, that's cheap. Yeah, the one thing with the gambling shop is that the cheaper the prices are, the less likely it's going to be a good item. But the more expensive it is, the better the item is going to be. A lot of it all depends on what stats it gives, and is it better than what I'm wearing? See, the defense on the item itself is irrelevant. It's a case of, are the stats on it better than what I'm wearing? That's not going to be good. I'm going to keep that. Yeah. Yeah.
Can I help you?
No, you can't help me, sir, because I don't have items that I want from your shop. Oops.
You have gained in experience and skill.
Which level are we on? Okay, these are level 28, so 29 is the next level.
A fine day. Hello?
No. Yeah, I'm trying to find items that are exclusively level, or at least quests that are at least level 29. But
You
it
have
looks like
received a task.
I'm not getting anything unless it's level 30.
Hello?
It's 31. Sometimes it depends on the item as well. Next wolf mine. Alright, I'll
You
take
have
that one.
received the quest.
Oh yeah, and I leveled up too. Sweet. Yeah. And do that. Yeah.
Come closer. I might be able to cut you a deal.
Thanks for the Cockney accent, sir. And if it isn't Cockney, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna assume it's Cockney.
Let me show you what I have to sell, eh?
Don't need that. Buy another one, but that's the other thing too. The only thing I don't like is on the console port is, so on PC, if you hovered over a certain item, you could just swap the item that's in your hand. But instead, it doesn't do that on the console. That's the only thing that's probably like one of the biggest complaints outside of the hotkey thing is, because it's easier to move stuff around. Like, if I were to take this and move it down here, and if I were to take that, move this down here into the corner so it would go right where it's right where it is right here. Click on the spike club and then move the spike club up here. Now, in the original games on PC, I could do that. I don't like the fact that I can't do it on console. It does help with managing where you put your items and stuff to make it easier. I know on PC I could do it, and it was a lot easier. But that's probably my biggest complaint. Let's see. We've been going for a little over 2 hours. Yeah, I'm actually going to call it. But yeah, I just wanted to showcase this just a little bit. Yeah, this game came out back in March of this year, so if this is something that would be interesting to your liking, and this is something you'd want to play, like I say, you can pick it up on Nintendo Switch, you can pick it up on PlayStation, Xbox, you can pick it up on Steam or GOG.com or on PC or whatever. $25 before tax. Definitely before tax, but $25 nonetheless. Other than that, I'm winding it down here. Like I said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I don't know if I'm going to do more little things of the sports fan drinking game, but if I do, let's just hope, again, I just hope YouTube doesn't yell at me too much. But other than that, I'm winding it down. Like I said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you want to find social media, Tumblr and Discord at Grumpy Kerber. That info is in the description. If you want to check out the rest of the streams, like I say, you click on my face or you click on my name. Playlist tab. I've got playlists of all the past streams, and now I have timestamps for when the stream starts, so you don't have to sit around being like, all right, when the fuck is this kid, when is this fucker gonna start streaming? Don't gotta worry about that. Timestamps are important because, believe me, if you're on YouTube and you do long videos and you don't have timestamps, shame on you for not putting timestamps in the first place. But thankfully, that's what the comment section is for. But not me. No, I'm going to make sure that it's in the description because I don't want to waste anybody else's time. I don't want to do that. I'd rather waste my own time to save you time. Like, yeah, sure, the stream's about me because I'm the one that's hosting the shit. But really, the stream's about you because you're the one watching this shit. And you're the one taking the time out of your day to enjoy some laughs. Whether this is background noise, whatever, having a good time. But nonetheless, seriously though, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will be back on Saturday, because again, you can clearly see on the bottom what times I stream. I am going to be back on Saturday with a brand new Let's Play. It is not going to be this game. Sorry to disappoint. I would love to do a Let's Play of this, but I'm going to play this on my own time for a long while. When I'm confident enough to be able to get through the main storylines, the main quest lines of all 4 games, then I will consider a Let's Play. Obviously, the music would have to be turned off because of copyright. And I'm not joking, because like I said before, many, many years ago, I did try streaming this game. I tried doing a Let's Play of this. And that opening, and the opening music, you'll know what I'm talking about. But that opening music in the main menu, can't play it. It's already copyrighted. But if you do look up the original tune, I don't remember the name of it, I'm sorry, but if you know it, if you know, you know. Look it up. It's actually pretty good. A lot of the music in this game as standalone is really, really, really good. So, other than that, thank you everybody for tuning in to the first episode of Grumpy After Dark. And I will repeat this one last time, like I said at the beginning of the stream, not every Monday, but sometimes on these Monday streams, I will be doing Grumpy After Dark where it's random stuff like I did before. But other than that, you guys have a good rest of your night. Have a good week. If you work, don't work too hard, please. You're still a human being. Care about yourself just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. That's all. But other than that, you guys have a good rest of your night. Have a good week. And I will see you guys on Saturday for the next Let's Play. And the only hint I'm going to give about this Let's Play, well, let's just say that school season is upon us. Don't worry, I'm not in college, so I never went to college, and I have no intentions on going to college. I don't have the money. it's college. It's back to school season, not just for the kids, but for the young adults going to college. It's that time of the year, and I figure, what better game to play, fitting for back to school season? And that's where I'm going to leave it. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys have a good rest of your week. Take care.